Welcome back, guys. So Horse Guards is minus any horses. So it's not really Horse Guards, it's just guards for the moment. The only thing is, I don't even know if they've taken the gatesman Chitzman off. For the moment it doesn't matter, because this video hopefully is going to be about another glorious day of British protest. Look, even the doorman at Raffles is like, what the flip? This is going to put all of our rich customers off. Please stop it. You noisy peasants. Stop this at once. You know what, folks? I think it's a wonderful thing that typical British folks are standing up, allowing themselves to be counted. And I'm happy to call myself a fellow peasant. Look at this. How absolutely spectacular, folks, is that? We've actually now got 3, for goodness sake. We saw the first one that we've seen before, earlier on, and now we've got these ones. I'm so keen to try and get myself a spot on a tank. What do we think? The thing is, I don't want to ask on my own video. I need to be told to get lost. It'll be a super awkward thing. But then I think to myself, if one doesn't ask, then one certainly can't even get a refusal. Let's ask. Morning, chap. Just a quick question. I don't suppose there is enough room on the top of here for somebody filming today's protest. Is there any room on the top for somebody filming today's protest, i.e. me?
Probably not, to be fair, for some health and safety reasons.
I know sometimes the police are a bit fussy about it, aren't they, to be honest?
Yeah.
It'd be good to get like a tank eye view. There's one large tank already went along. These 2 as well, and then more, or just 3 in total?
I think it's just these 3.
Yeah?
I think, yeah, you could always ask.
I noticed they've got about 15 people on that one. Do you think it's worth asking, yeah?
Yeah, because there's hatches in the back. Let's ask about that one.
Okay, let's see. Thank you very much. Let's see, folks. He said I can maybe ask on this one. I'm reluctant to do so and get a second rejection. I'm going to start getting woefully insecure at this rate. Oh, yeah, they've got like a hatch thing. 1 second. Can I ask you a quick question? I was mentioning to that tank whether they've got any room for somebody to film, and they said maybe this one, or is there no space up here either? At the very front, yeah? Okay. Okay. Right, 1 second. 1 second. Driver, the lady said, with your permission, I can board the tank to film. Yeah, is that it?
What's that?
The lady said if I ask you, I could... no? Not happening. We're not being allowed. He said no. Oh, that's a shame. I was all excited about getting in a tank. 2 refusals, guys. That's a shame. But hey, I mean, at least I asked. And to be fair, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 5 or 6 people on this tank. That's quite a lot. Extraordinary thing to see though, actually, isn't it? Wait, let's try and get ourselves back to the front as they all go past. Incredible. Actually, this one's teeny weeny. I didn't realise it was so small from that view. It's still a wonderful thing to see though, isn't it, here in central London? And judging by the number of tractors that are waiting around the corner, I think there's a very high possibility that they will flood Whitehall as it did last time. Great to see how many people are out watching this and enjoying it. It's a damn shame, guys, we couldn't have boarded a tank, but then again, if I were on the tank and we're not moving very fast, as for the moment they're not, we wouldn't really get anywhere, would we? So perhaps it's better to be on foot, mobile, and able, if we can, to speak. Can we take a picture in front of this?
Yes.
Okay, if it moves, so run quick, otherwise the tractor will run over you. way. She's literally like way to the tractor. That's just beeping. Okay? Pleasure. Right, let's have a wander. Well. Oh, flipping hell, there's loads of all the way down here, and it would appear all the way up to Trafalgar Square. So they certainly timed it well. Good organisation by the farmers. And I say that as a proud peasant. No British farming, no food, don't listen to racial thieves. Gosh, it goes all the way back, in fact. Great to see, eh? To be honest, the tanks have barely moved. Let's get ourselves toward Downing Street, which is where I'm sure... been told off, guys. I'm not actually in the middle of the road. Well, actually I am in the middle of the road, to be fair. Wait. Fantastic. If we stay back there, we're going to be there all day. Wait, let's get ourselves closer toward Downing Street. Ideally without getting arrested. Yes, with our farmers. We are indeed with our farmers. Goodness me. Fork off Starmer. I'm liking that one. See, guys, if we'd actually gotten on the tanks, it would take us longer to get to Downing Street than it realistically already has. Okay, they're finally moving. About time, though, literally. Oh. See that rather self-important fellow said, it's outrageous. What is outrageous, sir, is your attitude. I mean, it's not outrageous at all. I think it's glorious. I think he got his vocab a little bit confused. Corporal of horse. I think he's still keeping an eye out. Horses may get put back on at some point. They've actually even removed, guys, the Chitsman, I think. Wait, Chitsman and Gatesman appear to be gone as well. Now, it's curious that they've actually left the front gates open. There are no guards on duty at all at this point. Look, in fact, no guards, no police, no troopers, no anyone. How curious. Exceedingly curious. And even now, I'm still further along than those vehicles. I think the police are going to be very careful actually about how many vehicles they allow to head along Whitehall to stop outside Downing Street, because last time the farmers completely managed to seal off Whitehall, so they're funneling them all toward the river, which is an interesting strategy, and I guess at that point they're going to come around and be allowed in front of Downing Street. So I've got some photographers in the centre waiting. Now, am I going to hang around for that? I'm not. Why? Not because I'm lazy, but, and this is the truth, because it's flipping freezing. And judging by the numbers back there, if the roads are super busy, and they are, as you can see, the traffic is fundamentally not moving. Look, those tanks are still stuck there. then it's going to take 30 minutes, an hour maybe, for that to funnel down to the river, and then be allowed back up the other road closer to Downing Street. Very curious approach the police have taken this morning, and I think they've taken that approach because they don't want Downing Street to get blocked like last time, because the optics of the last protest, great for the farmers but an absolute disaster for the government. It looked really bad having the whole of central government effectively shut down by the presence of all these tractors. It was a wonderful thing, but it appears they're keen to avoid that, because look, no one at all of those tractors we saw, not one single tractor except the vintage, the teeny weeny vintage one, is on this part of Whitehall. Well, that's not a coincidence. Unless actually there is an agreed time that they're going to open this part of Whitehall. I think they're more keen, the police that is, to keep the traffic, or some of the Monday morning traffic, running along here, which is a pity, to be honest. We'll see in a second when we get to Parliament Square, which is my way home anyway, whether or not they've all managed to assemble, or whether they're all being pushed out somewhere else. Gosh, my timing was spot on, folks. It's actually been starting to rain now. How's about that? Okay, so they have now allowed a few through. This is curious. Why are they telling most to go off on the side roads, but these couple are being allowed through? It makes no sense. Oh, finding the tanks. There they go again. Ta-da! This. I'm not sure if that is that Starlink outside broadcast vehicle. Is I'm not sure if they're just normal uplinks for the media, or whether that's Starlink or not. Interesting. The guy in the van appears to be asleep, so let's leave him alone. It seems to me they're just sending a couple through at a time, so they can keep a real good eye on numbers. I'm actually really glad that I was up early enough to capture a little bit of horsey time, because, to be honest, it's getting ridiculous how often the horses are being taken off. To my count, in the past 7 days, I think we've had 4 removals that I remember, but there could be 1 or 2 others that I don't know about or have forgotten. In other words, the highest number since we ever started filming. Okay, so what they're doing is they're allowing a few at a time through onto this part of Whitehall to slowly build back up. So here come the next ones, which are joining up with the ones that are already here. They're going to need several hundred more, aren't they, to get past Downing Street, but at least they are slowly letting them through. Fantastic, eh? This is more like it. Little disco party going in this tractor. I'm just thinking it's not going to be strong enough. Plenty of people are holding those with our farmers signs there, which is a wonderful thing to see, to be honest. They clearly have massive support, including, and I think I speak for all of us, myself and all of you folks, including the viewership of this channel. Okay, so they've completely sealed this end of Whitehall. That's done. Just where we didn't get on the tank, guys, it's actually now completely stationary, stuck in the centre of the camera. I've never seen so many citizen journalists as we have out and about these days with the little teeny cameras. Oh, this guy thinks he's going on a Grand Prix. Citizen journalists, farmers, photographers, lots of public. A flipping freezing day, to be honest. But they will succeed in achieving what they achieved last time. Now that we're at this end, we can see where they're actually starting to park up. It's not going to take very many more until they get as far as the Cenotaph. The next stop will be Downing Street. And that, ladies and gents, will be a complete closure, which I see as being a huge positive. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Must be super slippy up on the top. She's quite brave. No, look at this. Oh my god, I would get serious vertigo if that were me. I'm not actually kidding, folks. It's a teeny bit wet as well. Oh, actually, wait. A tourist has asked if this girl will take a picture of all of the parked up tractors. Honestly, folks, even if I were invited to go out there, I wouldn't be able to do it. I generally wouldn't. I'm fine on a plane, but up there, nah. That is wild. Oh, everybody's out now, look. What the flip? Everyone's out on the vehicles. What a lovely thing to see, eh? I would love, folks, if we were able to film from up there, but honestly, I couldn't do it. I just know I'd deck it with all of this kit. Really solid numbers though, actually, considering the protest hasn't even started yet. I still don't know what happened to the... actually, I found it. I was going to say the first main tank. There it is. I think that's what the main tank that we... Yeah, it is. This is the one that's crazy popular, in fact. We did have a chat with this guy in a video a few days ago.
Yeah, that was Rupert came up. I was just about to go and he came here to the thing and
Apparently there was an MP here speaking a short while ago. Kind of makes sense.
I saw you pointing.
I was busy.
Almost as big as Rupert Lowe.
Oh yeah, Rupert Lowe, that's his name actually. He's an MP, but I think he's also a farmer. Showing Oyster card. It's like, hello, this is not the tube, my dear. She's like, where do I touch in? The farmer's like, not here. Hold on, what's going on over here? Oh, I'm trying not to inhale. Wait, this is curious. Hold on. I wonder if the police have checked that tractor. I'm assuming tractors need road tax. Hold on, look. Somebody's filming it. That's curious. I wonder why or what's happening. Oh, there's a TV crew going in there. Oh my good lord. What are they inspecting, in fact, folks? What do we think? I'm really, really conscious of moving vehicles around me. Fantastic thing to see though, isn't it, really? All the people up on the vehicles. Tanks a lot. Oh, Tanks a Lot Limited, that's it, yeah. He did mention it the other day, the driver, when we interviewed him. It was a tools protest, yeah, against tool theft. I have no idea what the police are checking here. Oh my god, I swear I'm going to be deaf in a second. Flipping hell. Oh my goodness me. Filling up rather nicely though, isn't it? Look at this. I will actually, folks, shortly lose my hearing, I think, at this rate. Goodness me. Wow. Yep, they've pretty much reached the cenotaph at this point. Which means the next group will be the group that reaches Downing Street, and that'll be it. Wow. Fantastic. Incredible. There's nothing better, folks, to wake you up with the smell of manure on tyres in the morning. Cheers, thank you. What's the view like? I see a lot of you getting on top of the cab.
Wow, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Take a look if you've got a picture.
So that's the view that way.
Look at that, wow, fantastic.
And then that one's, well, I mean, that's not many tractors. That's the view back that way.
I'm too chicken to get up that high. Want to film a little bit with my kit
Yeah.
from the top of yours, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll show you the channel. It's a popular YouTube channel. There you go. All yours, Chief. Braver man than I. Folks, I'm going to hand over the camera to
Jack.
Jack. Go for it.
There you go, my friend.
Cheers, Jack. You're a star.
That's all right.
Yeah, honestly, I would absolutely brick it. I'm not going to find the plane, but I'm there.
I've climbed over these things many a times.
I bet. It looks
Especially
like
when we decorate them at Christmas.
it's going to be a good turnout. I think they're going to block as far as down the street again, aren't they? In fact, like last time.
I hope so.
So do I. In fact. About time they started to listen. 1 second. It'll be on the amazing footage. It'll be on this one.
When we sit here. Okay,
It
yeah.
also has the last protest when all of you lot were here. It was a good day. So hopefully it'll be even.
You're like me banner on the front.
A lot of you are very creative actually with the banners, I must say.
Well, to be fair,
Oh, just 1 second, guys.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
thank you.
Our farmers, your food, everyone's future. I mean, it's true,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know, if they don't start listening, something's going to have to give at some point.
Well, I don't know how they think they can import all their food. Yes, the stuff that we can't grow in this country, fair enough.
Yep.
But why grow it somewhere else when we can grow it here? We can do it all ourselves. Why not be self-sufficient?
It's a good point. We all understand why we import oranges from Spain or tomatoes from Morocco, but the vast majority of what is being imported doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be.
I heard from a friend of my dad's that sort of like 1 mil imported 60,000 tons of wheat from Russia. So I didn't think we were importing anything from Russia.
Okay, that's really interesting. I was just going to say, I thought that because of the sanction regime, that, as you say, nothing was currently being imported from Russia.
Oh, that's what we thought.
I
So
guess it's going via third parties, offshore companies, maybe Israeli offshores.
basically wherever they can buy it.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me if it's cheap. There's always going to be someone that will buy it.
But the public want cheap food, so
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? To be honest.
no, it's a touchy subject. But yeah, it's hopefully Labour will listen to us. I mean, my family have been farming since 1942. I'm 4th generation, so
Wait, was a relative of yours or somebody on the small old tractor?
no.
No, because
No,
I said to him, "How old's that?" He said, "I'm pretty sure he said the tractor's from 1942."
Yeah, no. I'm the only one from my family here today. Everyone else is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a few cows, only 30, so if they've got to stay at home, do that. There's other bits and pieces that we do.
Where have you come down from, Jack? today?
Oxfordshire.
Oh, a place that is close to my heart, the most beautiful county in England. Am I right?
County.
Yeah, it actually is, isn't it? Yeah.
So,
It truly is. Wow.
yeah, no, I left, a group of us, we've sort of all got a bit lost really getting to here, but yeah, no, we left at home at like 2:30 this morning.
What the M40? I'm guessing, and then
No, not
No?
the M40.
You,
no.
I was going to think
Ain't
the
got
tractor's not
quite
allowed
that
on,
bad yet.
not allowed on the motorways
No,
there.
no, A4, we'll go to Aylesbury and then A41 basically straight down to
I was
here.
thinking, why'd you get up? Yeah, because that's a hell of a journey on the smaller roads, isn't it, from Oxfordshire down into London? Because if you
Yeah.
can't go on the motorway,
No.
that's what, about 4 hours-ish, 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah, I think it took us about 4 hours roughly to
Flipping,
get down
that's
here.
quite the drive, isn't it?
Yeah, we met a big group of tractors just outside of London, and yeah, then we all just convoyed in together. It's just taken me 2 hours to drive here though.
Amazing. I mean, really. Hopefully, it's not going to pour down, but if it does, I mean, you folks are completely used to it, aren't you?
Yeah, British weather hasn't changed for the last 2 years.
That said, has this been a particularly harsh winter in farming terms? Because it has been a very harsh
Yes.
winter.
Well, start of September got really harsh when we were starting to plant all the winter wheat.
Yep.
That got really harsh. So we were still planting wheat in November. And we should have had it all done end of September, really.
Does that have any impact on this importation of wheat and so on, as you mentioned, from Russia and elsewhere? Or is that a completely separate issue? In other words, do you think the wheat's being imported because it needs to be, because they're worried about shortages,
Yeah.
because of the winter?
Yeah,
Yeah, possibly?
That's probably what they're going off of. Yeah, if we've had a really bad planting season, then yeah, they'd probably get a bit worried. But it could then bounce back. You see, it's stuff that has got established and going. You know, you could get a decent crop off it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got mates of mine in Australia at the minute that have been combining, and they're combining like a ton an acre of wheat. Well, last year we averaged 4.5 ton an acre
Really?
here. You know, we're really efficient at growing food in this country, but we
makes
just
it
don't
all
have
the
the vast acres of the US, Ukraine, Russia,
Indeed. Yeah.
Australia, which would be nice to have big ones of these then.
It's actually a really good point, because I read something, I think last week or the week before, that they think the UK population will hit 75 million by 2050. Would British farmers be able to feed a population of that size, you think? Or are we going to need a lot more import? That's a big population, isn't
Well, I'd like to say we would,
it? Yeah?
because we just have to get more efficient, wouldn't we? Like we did straight after the war.
That's
They
a very
kept
good
telling
point.
us to grow more food, I mean, yeah, putting all these schemes where they're putting bits of fields into nothing and trying to rewild it, that if there's a food shortage, that will have to come out, I would imagine.
Yeah, that'll be the first thing.
You know, I mean, yeah, we try and look after the environment as well. I mean, that's another big subject that you could talk for hours on.
I think this is partly, I mean, that, the food issue, obviously, the environmental aspect, I think this is why the British public unanimously support this particular cause at the moment, because there's a hell of a lot of different things going on. People are upset, cost of living, inflation, all kinds of lifestyle issues and pressures. But this I think is something that's really caught the public's attention, and rightly so.
Yeah, I was saying when she first announced it in the budget, we were a bit like, oh. My granddad can't afford to die, and my dad can't afford to die either.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
meanwhile, plenty of very, very wealthy people are allowed to set up, operate companies here without naming and not pay their fair share. We all know this.
I mean, in the last sort of 10 years, around our farm alone, there's been quite a few rich people just set up shop.
Had enough, yeah?
Buy a bit of land and build a bloody great big house, which is a bit of a shame, really.
It will be later. If people are crying now about high food prices, I mean, unless we start importing tons more, which, to be honest, is not the British solution.
No.
British farming is going to face a pretty trying future, isn't it?
I mean, if it goes solely on importing, what happens when the country you're importing from goes, oh no, we've got to feed our own first?
Exactly.
Then what are they going to do?
Yeah.
So,
Because even if they're predicting that our population, if it does hit 75 million, that will be give or take roughly the population of France now. The French population will obviously be higher. There'll be more pressure on French land, which means we need to import from further and further away, which means what? Ultimately, again, reliance on Ukraine and or Russia, which is not really what people want, is it?
yeah.
Let's be honest.
I mean, look what's happening at the minute over in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel for them. I'm quite glad I ain't trying to plant my weight and getting blown up at the same time.
Yep.
I'm quite thankful for that.
Yep.
Yeah,
You are a gent, Jack. I appreciate you taking it up there for me. Honestly, I would honestly have bricked it. I was more worried about slipping with the kit or whatever. It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, no. I say when we do the tractor runs at Christmas and we decorate them all, I spend 2 days decorating this thing.
Yeah, you guys are fearless. I said, notice some of the girls there straight up there. Look at this. I mean, you couldn't care less.
Oh no.
I love it. Look at this, guys. Good luck today.
No, thank you.
My channel, massive amount of support for this, and the last protest was well covered, and it's good to see. I mean, hopefully it's just going to get bigger and bigger, because at some point people are going to get cheesed off with this bunch of clowns running the country in Downing Street, and something at some point is going to have to give, isn't it? Yeah.
They definitely need to get back in touch with the rural communities, I think, personally.
100%. Thank you for being such a good man.
No, thank you.
Massive respect.
That's all right.
Have a good day.
And you, thank you.
Folks, we got very fortunate there, speaking to probably one of the most genuine, extremely kind, very articulate, friendly and informative fellows we could have come across. Jack, massive respect to you for talking to me, for clambering up on top of the cab with my kit, which honestly would have scared the life out of me. Yeah, guys, call me or whatever, but I was just being honest, I wouldn't want to risk it. So massive thanks to Jack for doing that. And I dare say he captured some amazing pictures for us over what's going to be, to be honest, an amazing event by the farmers. I'm walking us along because now, as you can see, folks, they've succeeded in completely closing Whitehall. There's no traffic from Trafalgar Square or from Parliament Square. Normal traffic, that is. Notice no buses, both sides closed. That's it, done. They've completely sealed Whitehall, which, to be honest, is a lovely thing. Does it mean the horses will be back? Probably not. We're going to have a little walk back to Horseguards, and then my final shots and closing commentary will be hopefully the view of the tractors completely blocking Downing Street. They have now passed the cenotaph, as I predicted earlier, here on my right. Just up here on the left is indeed Downing Street, which is just getting sealed right now with all of these glorious British tractors. What a truly fantastic morning, folks. How glad am I that I stayed out for this part too. It's the kindness of people like Jack that, to be honest, guys, makes this channel. What a top man. And there we have it, folks. They're still moving a teeny bit, but not for long. They've almost finished. Some of the offices that we saw earlier this morning, actually. Gates of Downing Street, just beyond. Oh! And here's a chicken. But where's the chicken going? Oh, don't wait. Wait, the chicken's going. The chicken is going for pictures of Downing Street. Here we are. Look. Guys, I've got to be honest. That is. Obviously, when I was going to drop the punchline, that is truly a clucking good spot for a picture, is it not? Especially as oh goodness me, especially as he got the police on either side, guard of honour for the for the chicken. Brilliant stuff, love it. I honestly don't know how on earth the police kept a straight face. It's the first time that they've probably ever had their picture taken with a human-sized chicken outside Downing Street. To be honest, it's the noise, isn't it? That was the reason that was closed. I'm not going to go as far as horse guards because I know the horses will not be back on. No chance will the horses be back on. And there it is, folks. We actually did manage to time it pretty well. We got the protest from its genesis to them blocking Downing Street, which, in all honesty, is kind of what I was hoping for. Brilliant.
Yeah, they're going to go down the road.
A very good turnout. There are going to be speakers here later. They're setting it up now, actually. The PA system is on the back of that huge flatbed truck over there. We'll be long gone by that time. I think now they finally decided to come to a halt here. The police are bringing in a few reinforcements. They're not going to be needed, not in terms of actually enforcing the law. So they finished at Trafalgar Square. Police, that is. They're going to fan this way toward Parliament Square. I'm seeing. I'm seeing so many extremely young police officers, which might sound like a negative, but on the contrary, it's actually a great thing that so many young people these days want to work in law enforcement. They're still coming. I mean, there are dozens more heading down from Trafalgar Square. I think this might end up actually being a larger turnout than last time, and last time is pretty epic. That video is on this channel as well, on the protests playlist. Amazing, absolutely amazing. They really smashed it, didn't they? Flipping hell. There's got to be a couple of hundred here already, and it shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. It goes all the way back. You can see, look, dozens. I can see all the lights flashing as far as Trafalgar Square. Look at this. Look. You can see there are no horses or horse guards. tourists that are just kind of, you know, casually out and about on a Monday morning are absolutely bewildered. They're like, what on earth is going on? It's not, to be fair, much of a typical sight. This, I believe, is the third. I think it's the third protest we've had by the farmers. I'm pretty sure we only filmed one, but there was definitely one before that. And it's not just the people in the tractors either. Great to see the turnout on foot. And even the chicken man is happily waving. There he is. Brilliant. Honestly, that's British eccentricity at its finest there. Tell me another country in the world where you're going to find somebody dressed as a chicken now before they've even had lunch on a Monday. That's it. What a brilliant sight, guys. I'm sure you'd all agree. I'm just going to continue lining up here on Whitehall until there's no Whitehall left to line up on. Very impressive, very impressive. Look at these columns of tractors. Love it. Cheers. Happy, smiley British farmers. Amazing. Oh, look, it's a super tight fit. It's a really, 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 really tight fit. Oh, hold on. Who's being interviewed? Is it a famous farmer? Looks like it. I'm thinking actually it might not pour down after all, which is going to make it even better for this lot. Look at this. Gosh, look. Somebody's being interviewed on the top of a tractor. He's got a fear of fights like me. See, I'm not the only one, guys. Wow. Oh. That's what you call a roving reporter. What the flip? I can't really tell if he's completely crazy or majorly brave. So, we did actually beat the tanks in the end to Parliament Square. We've made it before the tanks, which are back there in the massive squish. Wow. And there, oh my, what the flip, look at this guy's camera pole. I would be terrified to put an expensive camera on a pole that high in the air. Look, I mean, it's wobbling like hell. That's crazy. He's a braver man than I am. He's going to get some good shots, but I've never actually seen anything that extreme. Look, I'd be terrified that the camera would fall off and knock someone out. Madness. Oh, hold on. Wait, is this tractor got like oh wow. Folks, you know what you just know what I'm thinking, don't you? Yes, you do. And yes, I think if they come back down in a moment, I will ask. I'd absolutely myself up there, but you know what? Sometimes you've got to push yourself beyond your limits. I've just noticed actually 2 police officers sitting in the van right in front of me. Now that is definitely the single best vantage point for pictures and footage. They'll probably tell me to get lost, but if they do come down, I will ask. The thing is, I don't think they will come down. Plus, it's quite a small spot. The 2 lads in there. Don't know how many it can hold. Oh, it's coming down. Oh, do I want to get a third rejection? It looks like it's going to hit their heads. No, look. Wow, that was incredible. Who's going up next? Oh, anyway, it's a press association photographer that's coming out. I recognise him. I've seen him many times. Okay, so different people are going to get in at different points for their pictures. There's literally a queue of people who are waiting to go up into the high lift. It's a pity actually there's such a queue of people here, otherwise I would risk it. But yeah, these are all press association photographers. Taking it in turns to jump in. I mean, God knows how long the wait would be. Plus, Superstar Jack already got us a picture. So let's skip. That's a pity. It would have been nice, but I mean, there's at least, 10 people here waiting to go up. Oh my goodness me. Oh. I'm tempted. I'm still thinking about it. I'm just wondering how long the queue's going to be for all the press association guys to get a view. Must be amazing though, to be honest, actually.
Yeah, because I was going to go, well, I've got a day at work, and I see the tractors. I was going War Museum, and I thought, I've already this one.
Ah.
Yeah, good.
I mean, you can still, depending on what time this finishes, you can still fit in the War Museum, can't you, I guess?
I do like it there, though.
It's a lovely thing to see, though, this, isn't it, to be honest? You know, as a British person.
Getting stitched up, isn't it?
Yeah, massively so. It's about time something.
Anti-white Keir Starmer, just he's done some fucking nonsense against, I don't know, working class white people.
It's a very curious thing, actually, that this current government do not seem to care less. Not only that, I've noticed myself from filming the protests that there's a massive imbalance in policing numbers between the Unite Robinson protest, this one, and everything else. In other words, so many more police are deployed when when there are British people protesting legitimate concerns. That's the part that, to be honest, vexes me. I know, but it's just odd. You kind of wonder, like, what is the reason for it?
I know that bloke that killed them poor girls that up in Southport. I smelt that straight away, and they kept putting pictures out. He was a young, nice man, and all this.
Oh yeah.
He was a Christian. He was this, and then he's been done for terrorist offences. And I mean, and a lot of them people inside, they wouldn't have been going on a rampage. I mean, they should all be free.
Massively so.
They're political prisoners. I know some they're raging, but I'm still raging. It breaks my heart when I read about it.
The Southport thing was interesting, actually, because, I mean, yes, luckily they got the right person.
Scaffolder, he wouldn't have saved them. He's
exactly.
He would have killed more people.
Plus, not only that, the people that were were given sentences for protesting or getting involved. They were very, very harsh sentences compared to what one would typically expect for those kind of offences.
That MP, that dirty Labour MP, said that he should slit the throats of the protesters. Him, and he's got, I think, he's got no prison sentence.
Yep, I know. Massive double standards, eh, with this current government.
The trouble is the Tories done everything they could to fuck it up.
I mean, to be honest, everyone, I think, even non-Labour voters are still thinking, hold on a second, the Tories were a complete disaster. About time there was a change. But how the hell did we go from the frying pan into the fire?
And they're in for 4, maybe more.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
See, with Nigel Farage, I love when he talks. I don't trust him. He reminds me of a snake oil salesman.
This is also the problem.
I'm hardcore Brexiteer, yeah?
Yep.
We didn't get Brexit. And we needed him at the forefront in the negotiations. We're fucked. We're in no man's land.
Yep.
And now he's steering us back to them dirty fuckers. You know?
This exactly is the problem. There is no one in British political life these days that can honestly be trusted with the future of the country, and that's concerning, isn't it?
I mean, I feel so my grandkids. I feel so. All my kids in private renting, they can't get the council. One of them's paying 850 quid for a room. It's fucking shit. 850 quid.
I know how mad it is, trust me. Completely ridiculous.
Them dinghy divers, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's migration's a major problem, I think.
I was watching, there's a
Indians
popular young YouTuber that made a video in Manchester focusing on all of the tents that are being handed out by NGOs so that everyone that's arriving has got a nice cosy tent to sleep right outside the town hall. Think about, hold on a second, what about British veterans? What about other people that have been homeless through no fault of their own?
Yeah.
It's all priorities are completely
we shut down
wrong.
Dover for about 3 hours. You know, veterans before. Well, people say refugees, I say illegal immigrants.
Oh yeah, economic migrants, definitely,
that's what it is.
100%.
And we had good numbers, and we shut it down Dover. It's awesome. It's really good. They had a load of veterans with us.
Trouble is, with so much government money being funneled to these NGOs to provide.
I deliver to these refugee camps as well, and they hate you when you go in there. Just the hatred.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Not only that, when you go into a typical
men,
refugee
all
camp,
men.
I was just about to say,
Where's
how
the-
many
where's the
women do you ever
kids?
see in the camps?
Yeah.
None.
And now they're doing this thing now. I mean, Trump. I used to like Trump. I've gone off him a bit now, saying about that we should all take all the guys home. I think that they should be there. We don't want more refugees in the country. You think all of Israel's enemies have been destroyed apart from Iran? Now they're the only one. They're the ones that are next.
Yeah, I mean, do
you believe in the Great Whitehall project? Do you know?
you know what, I'm not going to get into it that deeply in my farmer video. No, it's okay, chap. It's okay. It's okay. But
It's coming true though.
that's becoming a massive Western Europe, Western society in general. Simply too many migrants want a better life. You can't blame them, but at the same time, who's going to pay for it?
We've destabilised.
Exactly that. Yeah.
During wars. This is what people do. When you dig down, I know you can go down a rabbit hole, but
It's true. If we go back 20 years ago, 25 years ago, Libya, Iraq, that entire area was pretty stable. And you're right, only because we mucked it up, everybody's flooding out of Syria, elsewhere.
Some people, you give them money, give them free energy, free this, house, have a family.
Yep.
But the West made them out to be a tyrant, overthrow them, and now that's the stepping stone into Europe. It's crazy.
Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, and now Assad.
Saddam Hussein was our ally, and then we had to shift the policy, and then he was the bad guy.
Yep.
We was against him against Iran, backing him heavy as well. Arms, everything.
Ironic, isn't it? Talk about coming back to bite us in the you-know-what.
Scary.
Let me see if I get myself in the queue.
Nice chat, yeah?
Pleasure, chap,
Good
yeah?
day,
Take it easy. A few controversial opinions. I agree with him on many things, actually, folks. Not all of it, but quite a bit of it. And this two-tier policing situation is very curious. The queue seems to be getting a bit smaller here, but I'm still not sure whether or not it's going to be small enough for me to ever get myself up there. So what I'm going to do is pause the video here and keep my fingers crossed that we might be able to resume it up there. Maybe, maybe not. But bye for now, people. I will possibly be back shortly. Welcome back, folks. We made it. Patience paid off. And guess who's got... Oh, that's a bit... Oh, bloody hell, that was... Guess who's got a bird's eye view? A truly world-class view. I will pan around a little more slowly in a second on the way back, but look at this, folks. Spectacular view over the Palace of Westminster. And would you believe that Kenny's over there, the preacher? Oh bloody! That was actually more scary than I was expecting. It. Wow. There you have it, folks. Our best ever bird's eye view over Whitehall. Thanks for watching, people. I'm just about to finish up. Let me get myself out of here without hopefully falling. Got it? 1 second. Didn't realise it was
You
10.
just
It's
go
okay.
like...
There we go. Thanks for that. That was a pleasure. Thank you so much. I think I might have just appeared on my own video, folks, for the first time, but you know what? That's fine with me. This is what I just did. Honestly, it was really scary. I'm not, as I mentioned before, a fan of heights, but goodness gracious me. They're about to go up. The queue is epic, and it's even longer now than it was before. I waited about 20-25 minutes for that, but wow, what a spectacular view over Whitehall and the Palace of Westminster. Wait, some of these girls got stuck on them. Right, out they go finally. Yeah, it was actually the speed with which it went up that scared both of us. The chap that was with me in the thing was from Getty Images. Had a very interesting chat actually about the way these protests and so on are being covered by the mainstream press. I don't know how high it is, but it's pretty flipping scary up there, I'm not going to lie. It did make me nervous. Whew. Anyway guys, that was a nice little surprise for you all at the end. As you can see, there's now a huge queue of TV people, Press Association, Getty Images, and other professionals all waiting for their turn in the I don't even know what it's called, high lift? I'm not really sure what this vehicle's called, but wow, incredible. Massive thanks to the driver for being such a gent and facilitating that.
We're not pleased with the Labour government, but if there's someone else that they can get behind as well, who they believe can be trusted with their future and their future.
Okay, this is interesting.
Now, but I'll be back very soon with more live coverage from the farmers' markets.
Wow, how's about that? And boom, it's a wrap. Which channel is it? Which channel?
GB News.
Oh, is it, you guys are GB News?
Yeah.
Ah, wonderful, thank you.
No worries.
Well, I mean, it's not a channel that I'm familiar with. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't actually watch TV. He's still seeing in that van behind me. Gosh, this turned into quite the video, didn't it, folks? Might also be the first video that I've ever appeared on, or in, sorry, on my own channel. How's about that? I'm very well covered up though today. Wait, I'm kind of stuck. Sorry, chaps, can I squeeze through to the front trying to film the banner? Sorry, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Okay, we're through. It's so funny that Kenny ends up being here. Of all the places.
Jesus! Glory to Jesus! Amen. Yes, son. God bless you, son. Time is running out. Time is running out. The King is coming. King Jesus is coming.
Meanwhile,
Come on, you farmers. You got to repent.
oh, he's telling the farmers to
farmer
repent.
plants the seed, but it's God who brings forth the harvest. So you got to remember God. When the farmers turn their back on God,
Goes behind
you lose
Kenny.
the blessing of God. Jesus is coming. King Jesus is coming, London. Repent. Time is running out, farmers. Time is running out, London. It's time to believe.
I'm not sure he's actually told the police that they need to
It's
repent yet.
time to believe in Jesus Christ. Nuclear war is coming. Armageddon is coming. Waking up, you boys, you farmers.
In fact, Armageddon, that was a great
Don't
movie with
forget
Bruce
Jesus.
Willis,
He
I
died
seem to
for you,
recall.
man. He died for you. Don't turn your back on Jesus. He loves you. This is
Folks,
not a
we're
lie.
about to lose the battery. Camera's at 4%. I need to end the video, people.
The truth is, there's a
An
God in
appropriate
heaven,
moment to end it. I hope you enjoyed
a God in heaven
this
who
coverage,
loves
guys.
us, who sent
Back
his
soon.
son Jesus
Bye for now.
to die for our sins on the cross.